Welcome to the Life of Logos podcast. I'm Colin, and today we're diving into why I've given up on dating. Let's get started.
Hey y'all, this is Colin from the Life of Logos podcast. Coming at you with a thought today that is controversial, but not super controversial, because quite frankly, I don't care. And I don't care what you think about this. We're going to talk about why I have checked out of dating. Now, this is going to be a big intersexual dynamics today are one of the biggest topics. And if you're ever on any platform, you'll see tons of stuff with content creators on the red pill side who are all about men and women are bad and blah blah blah. And you'll see women on the other side be like, "This is feminism, and y'all should be better," and blah blah blah. Just say if you're broke, then I'm gonna skip all of that because I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all's problems are your problems. What you believe, you have a right to believe it. That's none of my business. I'll say this: I'm not here to bash women. I like women. I'm sexually interested in, but I'm not here to bash women. And it's weird that those two things tend to go together now. I'm not really interested in dating. I'm in Southern California. There are beautiful women literally falling from the sky. That's not a means to me of what's important. When I was younger, early 20s, getting married, finding love was probably my chief priority amongst many. And now I look back on it, that really drove me into a bit of a pit of depression and knowing that women wouldn't like me because I was nice or I tried too hard or any of these other weird things, or maybe I just wasn't attractive, which is fair. Truthfully, I was kind of in a bad mental state then. I would see why I wouldn't have been attractive in my early 20s. Now I'm 30. like, It's not that I don't want to date. It's not that I'm not interested in women or marriage or anything of the sort. I think all of those things are beautiful. I think that the institution of marriage, when done properly, is a very good thing. There's a book called The Sacred Surge, and it opens with this phrase that I love, that a good marriage is as close to heaven as you will be, and a bad marriage is as close to hell as you will be. I think that's completely honest. I'm not going to be the one who like comes out here and is like, "Oh, marriage is a raw deal for men. It's a raw deal for women." Let me be honest with y'all. Most of your experiences with marriages suck because your character sucks. Tough. Marriage is a team sport. You need both players to be married. Otherwise, you're just single. I hate to put that in a way that seems almost scathingly obvious. You can't be married by yourself. Maybe you're in one of those new asexual marriages, but we're not talking about that because do what you're going to do. More power to you. I don't really care. But I think that one of the tragic flaws about wanting to be in a marriage is that if you want to be in a marriage so you're married, you are setting yourself up for failure. Roll that back. Because if you want to be married for the sake of you being married, then you're already incentivizing yourself into a marriage, if that makes sense. Put more shortly, you're in it for you. You can't do anything that is a team sport where you're in it for you. It doesn't make sense. Even Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. You have to play in this game of marriage as a team, which means sometimes you are point guard and sometimes you're a sport. Sometimes you're a leading role. And sometimes you're the person who's pulling the curtains. And that in our deeply hyper individualistic and hedonistic, that's not the word I'm looking for, narcissistic society where everything is about me. What can I get from it? What can I do? What can I gain? You're setting yourself up for failure in every relationship from the jump. In the words of N.D.I.R.E., love is not about what you can get, it's about what you can give. Those are two very different things. Secondly, I don't think it's that important. I think we've over glorified and glamorized these relationships, kind of Disney-fied it, where someday my prince will come and I know you. I danced with you once upon a dream. It's going to be a whole new world where there's Beauty and the Beast, and we'll all feel the love tonight, and it'll be all of these different things. And at last, I'll finally see the light. And that's over romanticized. There's a lot of Tuesdays in a marriage, just common Tuesdays. It's not all glitz and glam. The question I would have is, does the person have the staying power and the bandwidth to go through the boring moments? Or does it always have to be hyped up, energetic, falling in love and romance? 'Cause that's a lot. That's a lot. I need a couple Tuesdays every once in a while. Third, what's the goal here? And I want you to think about that seriously. What is the goal of being married? What's the goal of life? I think this deep philosophical question that many of us have wrestled with over the course of millennia is, what is the purpose of life? And that's a stupid question. You can't answer that question. You can't answer what the purpose of life is. You can answer the question, what is the purpose of your life? And if your life has purpose, does marriage to help fulfill that purpose? Whatever that is. Have you even taken the time to think through what your purpose is? Because that also should be a predecessor to who you pick. Think about it like this. I have committed myself to creating beautiful things, telling the truth, and loving people, and that's going to manifest itself into a whole culturally centric, human-centric art production company that serves as a respite for people all across the world. That's great. But if this person, whom I'm wildly attracted to and might even have a connection with, is what I want to do, I just want to go serve children in Africa in this small Igbo tribe in Nigeria. That's awesome. I love that for you. And I hope that you do it. I hope you do amazing things. However, your vision and my vision don't exactly align. Even those two are close, but they don't align. The thing of it is we're not taught to see our purpose, our calling, our mission in life, and then add that person to the mission. We're taught to find the person. And then when it turns out, actually, we're not going in the same place. We're not reading the same map. We don't have the same airline ticket. Then you get a divorce or you split up, and there's this huge emotional uproar that has come at the cost of you not planning and thinking about your own life. That just seems unfair to the other person. I want to call it what it is. If you want to be in a relationship, you owe that person an honest answer to, what is the purpose of my life? Because if the purpose of your life is not the purpose of my life, I can admire you, I can spend time with you, I can like you, I might be all sorts of sexually attracted to you. I'm still doing you a disservice if I'm asking you to come on my mission when you are called to a different one. Because the mission is what's important. Why do you exist on this planet? And if you think that's just to be joined to someone else, I'm afraid you may be selling yourself short. And for some people, that is the mission. Some people, the mission is just to get married. Some people, it's just to reproduce. A lot of people, it's just to exist. But there are so many of you who have something that is important, something that, a mission that only you can do, that are foregoing that in order to be with a person that doesn't have any ambition towards a mission, if not their own mission. I think that is so backwards to me. What is the purpose of your life? And this is the reason I did check out of dating, because I got so hyper focused on what is the mission in my life, I actually don't think about getting into a relationship. I'm already living the dream. It may not have been completely manifest. I'm not sitting there in front of beautiful castles and hearing symphonies and seeing all these people celebrating yet, but I see it and I see the path to get there. I am on that road. I'm not looking around to pick up a hitchhiker. No disrespect to anybody. But if you're not on the mission and you're not doing anything and you don't have a mission of your own, the best you can be is wait. And I don't need any more weight while I'm running this race. My brother's getting married next weekend. My two brothers will both be married at that time. I will be the third one, the unmarried one. And quite frankly, if anybody's got a problem with it, they can just wait. I don't care if I pull a C.S. Lewis at this point and don't get married till I'm 60, because I understand that this calling that's on my life, thing that I'm like running towards, this beautiful vision, which somehow becomes more and more clear every day. And there are so many things giving us momentum for this dream in spite of everything that's happening in the world today. That is happening. That is my life. I get to live that life. Do you think I'm going to slow down or even consider doing anything else for anybody? I'm not slowing down for anybody. No. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, no disrespect, Grandma, but I would cut my grandma off if she don't see it how I see it. There's a dream. There's a purpose. There's a calling. I found mine. And I pray that as many of you see this, you find yours too, and you go after it. Because that would be the most amazing thing. Go after that dream. You've been given that dream as a gift. Go after it. And if you sacrifice that dream in order to be with someone else, cannot take you there, someone who can't go with you, someone who is dead weight, I guarantee you this beyond a shadow of a doubt. One day you will look up and you will remember that dream, and you will resent that person for holding you back. I wouldn't want to do that to anybody. I don't even want to feel that way about anybody. So that's why I'm checking out dating. If someone comes along and they can run this race with me, and they share this vision, and they share the values that are fueling this dream, I'll happily give them all of the attention and their own place in this kingdom. But until then, I'm happy. I'm happy in the pursuit of which makes my soul come alive. So, sorry, Grandma. I have to wait. But until I find this person, I'm checking out. I'm not even looking. Too busy winning. Life is good. I hope that if any of you are in that funk of, I can't find my person, one, find why you're here first. The way they phrase that, go find God, go find yourself, then come find me. Second, if you're going to get into a relationship, don't get into a relationship because you want to be in a relationship. Get into the relationship so you can be a team. Third, quit bashing each other, please. I know I did that in reverse order. We need to end this conflict between men and women. We need each other. We always have needed each other. And with that, I think that was a positive message. I'm Colin. This is Life of Logos. I'm going to talk to you soon.